Today's topic for discussion is description of plant disease symptom. And today's symptom for discussion is blight. Blight, it is a symptom which is caused by different types of plant pathogenic organisms as well as the non-parasitic factors. Let us see the details. The blight, these are the very much destructive symptom which is caused by fungal, bacterial and abiotic factors. Fungi causes blight disease, bacteria causes blight disease. Even in presence of adverse environmental factors, the blight symptoms occur on the plant. In some cases, due to mineral deficiency, blight symptoms are formed on the leaf or other part of the plant. Mostly, the blight symptoms appear on leaf, stem and fruits except root system. Initially, infected leaves show small, round or irregular shaped spots. Gradually, the spots increase in size. By the time many spots coalesce or mixed together to form a large blighted area. Blight is the symptom which occupy larger portion of the leaf. The affected regions possesses dead cells because of the interaction of pathogen and the host. It causes death and drooping of the affected leaves. The blight diseases of host leaf caused by the group of fungi which belongs to the class Fungi imperfecti or Ditromycetes. Seed, soil and air are the main sources of inoculum of the pathogen. The blight symptoms are not only restricted to the leaf but are also developed on the stem and the fruit surface due to interaction of respective pathogens. The fungi causing blight diseases of a variety of plants are host specific in nature. The mycoflora which causes blight diseases in plants that are Ascochyta, it is name of fungus which causes blight disease, Colitotrichum, Phoma, Gliosporium, Phomopsis, Phylosticta, Cercospora, Diploidea, Septoria, Alternaria, Helminthosporium. There are many fungal pathogens which causes blight diseases in different types of plants in their respective host plants. In case of leaf blight, larger portion of the leaf is occupied by pathogenic organism causing death of the cells. In some cases, the leaf spots increase in size and get mixed and large blighted areas are formed. Example is early blight disease of potato which is caused by Alternaria solani, and leaf blight disease of wheat which is caused by Alternaria triticina. And next slide. These are the types of blight symptoms on the basis of infected plant part. Sheath blight of rice which is caused by Rhizoctonia solani. Leaf blight of wheat which is caused by Alternaria triticina. Fire blight of apple, it is caused by Erwinia amylora. Early blight of potato which is caused by Alternaria solani. Late blight of potato caused by Phytophthora infestans. Web blight of bean caused by Rhizoctonia solani. Halo blight of bean caused by Pseudomonas syringae, this is a bacterium. Pod blight of gram caused by Ascochyta rabi. Stem blight of Cajanus cajan which is caused by Phytophthora dressleri. Let us see the details of leaf blight. Initially, symptoms develop as small spherical spots on the leaf surface which are yellowish in color. The spot gradually becomes somewhat rectangular in shape. The spots increase in size and coalesce to involve the most of the area of the leaf. Infected patches are spread in the form of longitudinal streaks on the surface of the leaf. The affected tissue becomes blackish brown in color due to interaction of endophytic fungus. Moist environment is highly favorable for the development of the disease. Heavily infected leaves dry up. It affects photosynthetic activity of the plant. Dried leaves hang down. Yield is greatly reduced. In severe cases of disease development, all the leaves becomes blighted. The leaf blight disease of maize is caused by Helminthosporium tursicum. The right side photograph, it is the leaf blight disease of maize, which is caused by Helminthosporium species. Next, this is a photograph shown here, that is the stem blight disease of Cajanus cajan, which is caused by Phytophthora dressleri, form species cajani. This stem blight, the blight disease is a serious disease of pigeon pea. The plants grown in stagnant water for longer duration get infected by the soil-borne pathogen. The symptoms are visible on the stem just above the soil surface. The infected region of the stem gets swelled, which becomes larger than the normal thickness. All the stages of plant growth are highly susceptible for the infection of the pathogen. Infection to seedlings show crust-like growth at the girdle region of the stem. Initially, seedling possesses water-soaked lesions, which later on change to rough crust-like, and seedling turn yellow and collapse. The infected leaves becomes yellowish. The stem of mature plant dries up. The stem blight disease of pigeon pea, which is caused by Phytophthora dressleri, form species cajani. Photograph is shown on the slide. Stem blight disease of Cajanus cajan. Let us see what is ray blight. The blight symptoms initiated and developed on the ray florets of the chrysanthemum type of plant. Hence, the disease are termed as ray blight. The ray florets are attacked and their blooms are deformed and become one-sided. The inner florets also get attacked and resulted into black rot. The leaves and stem show brown lesions. Infected plant shows stunted growth. Next, web blight. These are different types of blight symptoms. This is a web blight. Leaf web blight of bean leaf is caused by Rhizoctonia solani. Initially, a small light green water-soaked spot appears on mature leaf, which increases gradually, involving most of the area of the leaf. The spots are of variable size and shape, which are reddish brown in color. The spots are reddish brown in color. The affected regions show interwoven hyphae, which appear like a web. Numerous sclerotia also associated with the hyphal threads. In severe cases of disease development, defoliation is very common. Defoliation means all the leaves fell off. This is the sheath blight. The spots of dead areas develop on the leaf sheath, which increases in size. The affected leaf gets dried and fell off. It causes heavy loss of yield. The young tillers are also infected. The disease especially occur on sheath first. Hence, the disease is termed as sheath blight. Another blight type, that is fire blight. The symptoms resemble a burned area which turn black, shrunken, and even cracks are developed. Hence, the blight is termed as fire blight. The fire blight of pear tree is a bacterial disease. The pathogenic organism is Erwinia amyloora. This is early blight. The early blight symptoms may occur on leaf, fruit, and stem. Initially, a very small black spots are developed on the leaf, which measure about 1 to 3 mm in diameter. Mostly the spots are brown to black in color and roughly spherical. In favorable environmental conditions, the spots get mixed to form a large blighted patches. The spots consist of concentric rings. The spot surrounded by yellow halo is a characteristic feature of each early blight type of symptoms. And presence of concentric rings, it is also characteristic feature of early blight symptom, which is caused by Alternaria solani. The early blight disease of tomato and potato, it is caused by Alternaria solani. Next, this is a late blight. The late blight symptoms occur on all parts of the plant except root system. At the initial stage, small black spots of 1 to 2 mm develop on the leaf, which increase during moist environment. The spots are encircled by yellow halo. Many spots develops on affected leaf, which causes drying and defoliation of the leaf. Such symptoms affect the yield of the crop. The lower surface of affected leaf that consists of numerous mycelial threads and sporangia. The late blight disease of potato, it is caused by Phytophthora infestans. Let us see the inflorescence blight. The inflorescence of cashew nut attacked by fungal pathogen. The name of the pathogen is Gliosporium mangiferi, and entire inflorescence get dried. That is described as inflorescence blight. Next, another one, coupon blight. The symptoms initiate anywhere on the leaf lamina or petiole and gradually extend to the stem. The symptoms mostly start in the axil of the leaves at the top of the twigs or coupons. Initially, water-soaked brown lesions develop. When the stem is encircled by the lesion, the portion present above the site of the infection dies. Severe defoliation may occur during rainy season. Example is coupon blight of cocoa. It is caused by Phytophthora palmivora. Next. This is a stem blight. The infected plant stem shows brown lesions at the collar region. The lesions extend in all directions, covering the entire stem and killing the growing points. The vascular tissue turns dark brown in color. The rootlets get rotted. The plant dies and dries up. Such a type of symptoms termed as ashy stem blight. Ashy stem blight of bean is caused by Macrophomina fasciolina. This is a copper blight. Another type of blight symptom, that is copper blight. The characteristic feature of copper blight symptom are development of yellowish brown spot on the leaves which turn copper colored. The spots are irregular in shape which are enveloped with a mycelial mat along with dark dot-like fruiting bodies, that is called perithecia. Perithecia, these are fruiting bodies. Defoliation affects the yield of the crop. The copper blight of the tea is caused by Gugardia camelii. This is the pathogenic organism. Another type of blight symptom, that is blight, is blister blight. The symptom develop on the young leaf and bud in the form of small pinkish yellow round spots. The upper surface of the leaf shows shallow depression. The lower surface shows blisters like swellings corresponding to the depression. Depressed areas. The pinkish color turn to deep red. The old spots become powdery and white in color. Heavily infected leaves droop off. Sometimes leaves show curling and distortion. The blister blight symptoms occur in tea leaf due to infection of Exobasidium vexans. Grey blight. Initially, a small brown spot develops on the elder leaves which soon turn grey. The spots are irregular in margin and many spots coalesce to form large irregular grey patches, giving the blighting appearance. Concentric rings are prominent on the spots. The affected region get covered by numerous black-colored fruiting bodies of the fungus. Grey blight symptoms observed in tea plant infected by pest Taliocea. Next, thread blight. It is a type of blight symptom again. Thread blight. In this case, the mycelium binds the shoots together. A typical white threads of fungal hyphae pass along the petiole and stems, covering the branch and lower leaf surface with a hyphal web. The white growth of the pathogenic fungus spread all over the leaf blade, petiole, and at the basal region of the shoot. Thread blight symptoms of the tea is caused due to Pellicularia coloroga. This is the name of pathogen.